Hello everyone, it's Russell Lowe speaking. I'm a senior lecturer at the University of New South Wales and I teach in the architecture program at the Faculty of the Built Environment. Today's tutorial is on creating a landscape or a deformed surface using the Displace Modifier. So what we'll do is go into the perspective window and Alt W to make it bigger, select a plane and then drag that plane out. I'm going to make the plane 2048 by 2048 in size, and if I hit the F4 key you'll see that it's actually got length and width segments set to 100. Yours will probably be less. And this can make quite a difference in terms of the look of it, but it'll also make quite a difference in terms of the performance of your machine. 100 times 100 works out to be, what's that, 20,000 polys, which is kind of nice. I guess that's because they're split in half, eh? Okay, so we've got this plane, and then we go into the Modifier tab, and we select a modifier called Displace. These are alphabetical, so not Displace Approximate. Let's bin that one. Where's my Displace? Displace. Here we go. And what we want to do is add a map to it. Now I'm going to add a bitmap and go OK, and then this is opening up my folder where I've got my map selected, which is this display sample. Now you can see this image has black parts and white parts. The black parts are low, the white parts are high, or if you work negatively you can make them go in opposite excuse me, you can make them go in opposite directions. Now you can see that the dimensions of this JPEG are 2048 by 2048. So I've made the plane size the same size, right? So it all fits on there nicely. Now if we go up now to the strength, you can see as I crank the strength up, you can see the plane starting to deform, and grab it again, and now you can see quite a massive deformation. So the black parts are staying low, and those are those funny little lines that I made, and the white parts are high, and grey tones are in between. Like I said, you can make it go in the opposite direction to make it go down. If I render that out, you'll see it looks like that. Now one other thing you can do is you can add the that texture to the surface. So if we go to the Material tab, I'll start one from scratch. There's the one I used last time when I was just testing it out. Starting from scratch, you want a standard material, so hit the Arch and Design thing, go Standard and OK, and then in the Diffuse Color you click this button which asks you to select from one of these type of maps, and we'll choose a bitmap and go OK again. We'll choose our same thing, same image I mean, go OK. This is where it gets to be a bit of a pain. Nowadays there's this real world scale thing which I just think is annoying beyond all belief. So turn it off, go one tiling and one, and you'll see that it'll get to be a bit more like what it was rather than this tiny little multi-tiled surface. Select Show Map in Viewport, and then either drag and drop it or assign material to selection. Now you can see that it's gone and pasted it all over the surface. Very, very tiny UV mapping. So it's because this hasn't been UV mapped, or if it has, it's using real world scale. So we have to go and change it here too. So scrolling right to the bottom of the Modifier tab, hit UVW map, and then plane is fine, and turn off real world scale, and instantly you can see that we've got the dark bits where the dark bits should be and the light bits where the light bits should be. So hit the render and you can see it there. And if we go back up here, we can into the displace, we can make it go the other way as well, which is sort of more conventional, I guess, where dark is low and light is high. Yeah, so it's an interesting way to sort of sculpt form. Cheers. Hopefully that might be useful in terms of creating maps from or three-dimensional surfaces from contours that you have. All you need to do is get your contours in an architectural plan and make sure every 1 meter step or 5 meter step or whatever is a another 5% grey, and you will get this sort of stepping situation going on. Cheers.